Good evening, everyone. Today we are back with our usual live session. Just let me tune the screen so that I can see your comments if you will be writing something on YouTube, because on Instagram it's easy to see, but on YouTube you have to do several more actions. So, okay, now it works, and now we should be able to see what you are writing. As you can see today, we are going to check fresh release from Eduard. That's a PE set, quite simple one I would say, but still quite useful. It is designed for use with their Focke-Wulf 190A-3. As you remember, we checked this plastic kit before, we checked special BFC version, and it featured some special bonuses. If you don't know which ones, I recommend to check video review or article on our website, because it is quite nice kit, and as you remember, fresh Focke-Wulf 190 plastic from Eduard was quite nice, so it's really worth checking out. And this piece set is designed for those people who are usually not satisfied what they get in the box. Out of the box, they would like to install more, they would like to replace all the possible parts, and that's why they're going to buy such set. Straight away I can say that price for this is quite reasonable, so maybe it's worth checking it even if you're not that type of person, because it brings noticeable change. I can, let's say, admit it, but we will see what it actually replaces on the original kit. So as you can see, packaging is quite typical for this manufacturer. We have this transparent plastic bag, we can see PE thread through it, and on the back side we can see assembly manual through it. Nevertheless, we are going to open it and we are going to check everything closer. Now just give me a second. Okay, so PE thread, assembly manual, and that's all. Of course, there is also a cardboard inside, which actually gives some strength to this packaging. First of all, I would like to show you this PE thread. As you can see, it is not painted. It is finished in traditional Eduard golden color, and now I will show it in detail to our Instagram viewers. I hope you see it. So as you can see here, we have mix of various parts, and it varies from landing gear parts up to some cockpit elements. And as you can see, that's a typical Eduard product, so quality is on the top level, there is nothing to complain about, but note that some parts are really tiny. You can see their size in comparison with my fingertip, so definitely you need tweezers here, because otherwise it will be really tricky. And now we can move on to assembly manual, because without assembly manual it will be difficult to understand what we will have to do. So first of all, first page, here you can see that we'll have to replace some of the elements on the wings. Here we install some parts into the cockpit. We also replace some parts in wheel wells. They were copied with plastic, as you can see. You will have to cut off this plastic and replace it with PE parts. The same applies to the next step. Here we replace these various, let's say, strength and elements. Also here you install line, and next we continue with hydraulic line on the landing gear leg. And note that we also replace the landing gear covers. That's quite unusual, I would say, because as you remember, in original plastic kit we have these parts replicated with plastic, and now we replace it with PE parts, which will be obviously thinner, and that's what I was mentioning in the beginning. Once you install those parts, it will be noticeable, because it is completely different league, I would say. And then here we have more steps. Note that this hatch on the lower fuselage section will be upgraded as well. We continue again with these landing gear parts. As you can see here, we have various actuators and handles. Next, we install this line. I guess that's a brake line to this landing gear wheel, main wheel. Also, we upgrade the frame of the canopy, and that will be the funny part, because here you have to use the thin part with main sliding section of the canopy. That's actually this part. So get ready for this interesting experience. Obviously, this is not designed for beginners, because beginners, I can give 100%, they won't be able to install these parts properly. It is more, let's say, targeted on the experienced users who are um, confident in their skills and they know what they do, and they would like to have more out of this plastic. Even though this plastic is really nice, we can admit it. So this set is already available on official Eduard web shop. And I guess that's all for this evening video review. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us today. As far as I can see today on YouTube, we have 4 viewers, and I remind you that once we have had 10 viewers, about this piece, but unfortunately today there are only 4 of you, but still hanging in and review as usual. And don't forget to press the like button if you like our video on Instagram and YouTube. And bye.